welcome in to the Short Player Profiles. I am your host, the Fantasy Football Joker at Jack Lusney. Make sure you're following me on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook, and make sure that you are checking out fantasyfootballadviceforum.com. It's a fantastic site. If you want to be a content creator, you can go there and have that platform and great community to support and uplift you. If you want to just partake, you can get all kinds of exclusive articles, including mine. You can get exclusive content from some of the other creators, and you can just interact with fantasy football experts and a joker. And there's all kinds of great community building, and there is an awesome app coming in October, so make sure that you sign up now while it's on the ground floor. It's only $28 a year, and you can get 10% off by using my code JOKER420. Today, U is for... There's nobody. I looked. Maybe it's just me. If someone wants to shout out someone that I missed, that's actually fantasy relevant, but I couldn't find any with names starting with U. Ironically enough, I even found one for X in 6th round pick Xavier Hutchinson. So Texans fans, stay tuned for that one. But instead today, U is for Underdog. So I just was going to quickly talk about 3 players on Underdog. They're my 3 most highly drafted players, my biggest exposures. And it's because they're the guys I end up taking in the last rounds basically for free. So number 1 is Hunter Renfrow. Renfrow, I've said this before, he's been left for dead. He's still the wide receiver 2 on that team. He fits right into Jimmy G's playing style. And before he got injured last year, the year before that, he was coming off a 1,000-yard season. I know, obviously, Devontae Adams is the number 1 there. But with Darren Waller gone, there's an exodus of targets. Michael Mayer probably might be a nice option, but we've seen rookie tight ends take a while to get acclimated to the NFL. So I really like Hunter Renfrow this year, especially in best ball, where I'm getting him basically in the last round for free as my wide receiver 6, 7, even 8 sometimes. Next up, Sam Laporta. I love Sam Laporta. I have him in a lot of leagues as my tight end 2 or 3, especially in leagues where I have a veteran at tight end. So for the most part, I haven't really reached on Kelsey too much, but the one stock I have of Kelsey, I backed him up with Laporta. Usually it's Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews is there too often in the 3rd round, and I can't help but take him because I think this year he's going to get back to form and basically push Travis Kelsey for that number 1 tight end spot, if not overtake him. I think they're going to basically be going at it neck and neck. So I really, really love Mark Andrews this year, especially with that 3rd round ADP in a lot of the best ball leagues that I have been doing. So in a lot of those leagues where I am taking Mark Andrews, they do have a week 13 bye, which you have to be careful of. So a lot of times I take Laporta because the whole idea is that if the rookie tight end is going to take time to get acclimated, that's fine. I've got Mark Andrews for like the whole beginning of the season, but by the time that week 13 bye rolls around, Laporta should be firing on all cylinders, one would hope, and he pairs nicely, like I mentioned, with a veteran tight end. Another one is Darren Waller. I really love Darren Waller this season, and again, I like pairing him with a Sam Laporta late. And then finally, Adam Thielen. You want to talk about being left for dead? Adam Thielen he's going to be the starting wide receiver for the Carolina Panthers, whether we like it or not. And he was a lot more productive. When I looked up his numbers, he was a lot more productive the last 2 seasons than one would expect. Last season was like a bad season for him. He had 70 receptions for 716 yards and 6 touchdowns. The year before that, he had 67 receptions for 726 yards and 10 touchdowns. You might be thinking to yourself like, oh, that's not valuable. I don't want that. I don't need that on my team. I can get more upside. It's like, look, not every upside pick that's going in those late rounds. Like, look, when it's Adam Thielen or Rashee Rice, I have no idea what Rashee Rice offers to my team. I do know Adam Thielen will probably get spot starts that could help me win weeks that I may have otherwise not won. And when I'm looking at the tight end in Carolina, which is a little bit how Thielen profiles almost with the red zone targets, all they really have is Hayden Hurst, who has a career high of 6 touchdowns 2 years ago or 3 years ago. So it's like, I really like Adam Thielen this year. I do think Jonathan Mingo will emerge eventually as the wide receiver 1, but I think Bryce Young is going to look for a familiar face in the end zone, a veteran target that he can rely on, and that's going to be Adam Thielen. As always, thank you so much for joining me. I will be coming at you with another short player profile shortly with the VX, Y, and Z. That's definitely, we're going to have to do some deep dive for some of those letters, I think. Actually, surprisingly, Y and Z, there's lots of guys available, but for V and X, good Lord. All right. As always, like, subscribe, comment, and share the video. And please make sure you sign up to fantasyfootballadviceforum.com. Stay crazy. Catch you on the flip side.